And hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is DubiousPhysics coming to you from the eye of the Vortex campaign as Clan Moors in Total War Warhammer II. That's a fair bit of upkeep on that army I'm seeing. Okay, so we're picking up where we left off last week. Greetings Estelle, it's good to see you. We are in reasonably stable shape. Glass defenders are still hounding us. We are no longer at war with Tlaqua. We are, however, still at war with both of the Elven island people down here, hoping to reduce that number shortly if we can get sailing in a bit. So Queek is recovering. That army looking really solid there. Close to what I'd want composition aside from heroes, and we've got kind of a support army full of Skaven slaves here, and we've got Skidis trying to keep the Lost Defenders at bay up here. Now, there was a big update since I played last, and most that updates added 2 new factions and a bunch of other things, and touched on a few things. Most of the fancy new stuff we won't be seeing unless I create a new campaign, which I'm not doing at the moment, but if you'd like to see that, do let me know. That is always an option. There have been some changes that I will be seeing retroactively to the way Skaven economy works. For the most part, the warpstone reactors are now a little harder to build and a lot less central Skaven economy. A lot of these Skaven economic buildings now produce more income on their own. Some of them, like the income overall, is still scaled down. In fact, I think the numbers come out to a little scaled down overall, but that it doesn't make a huge difference for completed settlements. At least that's how I felt in my other game, and doesn't seem to have made a drastic difference for our big settlements here. And the small settlements will come online a lot, be profitable a lot quicker. The most part, you can see the breeding pits at tier 3 used to generate 100 income, now they generate 160 on their own. In exchange, the warpstone reactors went from plus 100% income at max tier to plus 50, and that's been the general trend. Is a lot of buildings generate a bit more income on their own, but in exchange, the warpstone reactors don't. But the big change that I've had to do in my other campaign was I used to use a lot of the spelunking holes because they generated 80 income, which was more than most of the tech buildings. But now I can actually justify putting a lot of tech buildings in because they generate more income than the spelunking holes, and the spelunking holes' income's actually been reduced. So as long as I don't have issues with corruption, and I'm not worried about corruption penalties to public order, I'll probably actually be getting more tech in the long run. Of course, we'll need territory before I even consider. So, let's get going. I don't think there have been any catastrophic changes to our economy that I need to do at the moment. These guys didn't want trade. Finally established some initial trade routes, so that's good. And let's run the intern. Oh yeah, and these the intern optimizations are honestly fantastic. Like, even aside from the actual like performance-oriented technical stuff. Yeah, sure, I'll peace with you for 1,000. Just the fact that the camera jumps faster is kind of huge. It looks like, unfortunately, I won't be able to go defend Zlatlan. I actually didn't see Grokgar there. I probably should have expected something up top. It's just I don't have the buildings to recruit agents and actually get vision. I really should get that up and running because I need agents in armies as well. But I mean, if it's gonna be like that over there, Skittis can reach Serpent Coast this turn. And as much as I'd like to sort out Fortress of Dawn, taking them on sorts things out defensively. It's not gonna, like, this settlement is kind of shit for me. It's not. I could get some benefit out of the High Elven colonies bonuses to all ports in the long run, but and I could get trade goods out of there, but it would not benefit me now, and it'll take a lot of time and work. And yeah, welcome to the stream, Helvia. Good to see you. There have been a bunch of end-turn optimizations, mostly they've said you'll see varying results based on your system. I've seen good things, especially with regard to, like, my own pet peeve is the speed that the camera jumps between targets when you actually look at things. And there are some things I do want to look at. That has been substantially, like that's just like a minor low-hanging fruit thing they've done, and they've done a bunch of other really good optimizations as well, I feel. So yeah, that's solid work. Let's go poke Serpent Coast. Okay, looks like we'll want to fight this manually. Got a lot of good melee infantry, and our melee infantry is a poor match. However, that's not what we're counting on. Alright, so we've got Saurus. We want to be targeting the Saurus warriors with our anti-infantry mech units, if we can get the opportunity. Okay. Skittis has his Bone Breaker, I believe, so he can get into some charge shenanigans as well. I'll designate these separately because I don't think, like, they have enough difference in speed that I can screw things up very easily if I attempt to control them in one group, as bad as I am at actually getting that sorted. Okay, I'll do a very approximate chevron. So we'll have some infantry like that, some infantry like that, and we will organize our two Rattling Gunner units so they have range.
Skaven! Yes, yes! Ready, ready!
Okay, let's take the Skaven slaves out of that group. Do the Rattling Gunners reach the end? Not quite.
Council's command! Guide us, Horned One!
Just put the Skaven slaves off to the side as kind of contingency. Or actually, does that reach now? Yes, okay. I will replace one of the clan rat units with the Skaven slaves.
Now! Ready now! Skaven! Yes, yes! Skaven slaves!
And have the clan rats provide screening in case stuff comes around the flank. artillery ready. We'll be leaning heavily on that as well. Doom Flayers and the Doom Wheel standing by on the in fact, I'll have most stuff standing by on the left. And Slingers will run interference for anything that tries to flank on the right. In fact, I'll plonk the Doom Wheel on the right as well. That should be all set. They are in artillery range, okay. Bring down those javelins. Spit out our artillery fire a little bit, actually. Spear Riders may be a bit of a pain. I doubt they'll beat our Warlord in melee, but they are anti-large. I'll just have these units take the sting out of the charge and then have our Warlord get in the mix. And
Attack! Shot! Rick-a-rack! Quick, quick! Shriek! Shriek! Doom Slayer! Bright glow catapult! Eat bite! Prepare to die! Guide us all.
okay, we charge those guys. We charge these guys.
Tyson, hurry!
Cycle that charge if we can.
Rattling gun!
Rattling gun is doing good work. Switch over to those targets though.
Yours! Horned rats will! Die, die, die! What orders? Fight! Attack! Hornet rat! Protect! Warlock! They obey! Light claw catapult! Rattling gun!
Need that Skink Chief removed, I think. Okay, they just got armyless penalty inflicted. Cool. And we seem to be in reasonable shape. Probably took a bunch of damage from our own Plague Claws at the end there. But such is life. Maybe I should check out, I actually don't have the new DLC that brings a few new Skaven units. Maybe I should check that out. I believe I'm missing the Clan Eshin stuff as well as the Poison Wind Mortars, and which seem like interesting artillery units, and I do like artillery, as well as the Warp Shard gun teams. Curious to see how that stacks up to. Okay, this is just tier 3. I'll just run it and take it at base. I'd be curious to see how that stacks up to rattling gun teams, which I am very fond of, as you can probably see. Okay, let's get rally up. mostly interested in the version of Rally that gives melee defense.
Horned ones, the realm wakens.
But, you know. We'll work with what we got.
Warlord Queek.
Okay, Queek's at full health and ready to roll. We've got two options here. We can go after Fortress of Dawn, try to level them. We'll take a bunch of attrition from this hurricane if we do so. Or we can go and attempt. We probably won't be able to defend Zlatlan, but we may be able to hit Krokgar hard if he decides to stick around. And then so that's probably going to be Zlatlan. How far can I travel? It's going to be a march to that area, and might have been able to speed up the visit a bit with ocean travel, but unfortunately, that storm is causing issues. Okay, I'm gonna park this guy here and just try and bump up that public order so I have a bit more of a window to work with if I end up with public order issues. Okay, what's next? I really should start getting the ability to recruit Warlock Engineers. That'll help me immensely, so that's probably going to be my next big investment. I can bump up Scraghole 1 tier. What are my exports looking like? I am exporting 100%, 100%, 100%, so I'm finally getting used to these trade buildings, but there's no point in upgrading them further at the moment because I'm not effectively making use of them. The exception would be the fancy things like gems that actually get income with upgrade stages, but these small ones do not. I could probably, yeah, I can afford to upgrade that. Let's do that. How about you? I can squeeze in an upgrade there. Should probably make that a public order building though, when I have a bit more money in the coming turns. And you're not doing great. Maybe someday Sotek's Trail will get repaired and stabilized. Maybe. I think that's most of our arrangements for the turn. If I non-aggression you, will you take a trade? No, you don't want to trade. Agreement, fine. Gosh, how about the Dread Fleet? Will you trade now? Nope. I'll leave it for now. I'm getting some trade income, which is good. And I guess I'm glad I didn't attempt to negotiate with the followers of Nagash. Okay, I have gotten a free assassin. Fantastic. Strategist is not a great assassin trait. So I guess I'm not army embedding them. But I can assign them a bell polisher, and that means I can start scouting, doing recon stuff. So they'll be an agent rather than a fighter, than an army hero, but I'll take it. Now, you made a storm. You are in a province where you can recruit good units. We may need that, seeing as... okay. Seeing as we've got stuff incoming on the horizon. To take on this High Elven army, what am I gonna... I'm either gonna be recruiting plague claws or rattling gun. Rattling gun teams are actually cheaper, and I rely on them more heavily. So I am actually going to recruit, and I can afford to recruit, 3 rattling gun teams. So it's gonna be 3 rattling guns and a ton of Skaven slaves. And we'll see how that goes. We can swap one of these halberd storm vermin with the council guard now, since they're almost back on duty. Let me actually... do we see the whole army there? Yes, we do. What's his movement range? Okay, if we march there, we'd be in range to get hit, so... That's walking. Okay. It might actually be quicker to jump here and then underway across the water. Couldn't attack them that turn, but I could like be ready to engage. And I am confident in that army's ability to take on what we're facing. How about you, Skittis? Okay, Serpent Coast is stable for now. We could actually potentially go and take the Golden Tower. They have a garrison of mostly melee units, some high quality melee units and some javelin units. We should be able to sort that out, no problem. Some of our units have taken attrition, but we really should be okay. Just looking at Temple of Skulls and the potential food buildings in that. Huh, my Under Empire is eating more food than it's generating. That's actually a concern. So what is in my... So I've got this and I've got this. Right. Relying on it for income at the moment. Thank you, Lydia, for that pun. Okay, rolling out to the Golden Tower then.
My orders. Slay no foes.
Is this an open field battle? Yeah, so that Bastillodon's actually moderately dangerous. Oh, actually quite dangerous. So we'll fight it. Hopefully that Bastillodon closes distance. I may actually run Skittis around up front to eat a lot of the fire from that Bastillodon. Hopefully. Just waste its ammunition, because the solar engine doesn't have that many shots. So it doesn't squish our infantry with fire. That's how lasers work, right? They squish things.
I am best. Clanrat spears. Ready.
Okay, so...
Tail slashers.
I swear the Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers used to be spear units. At any rate, we'll have those as reserve now. This is... okay, Doom Flayers and a Doom Wheel.
Skaven. Yes.
You're all Chaser units. And Plague Claws. Right, let's chevron it up.
Our tail's yours.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
On. Guide us, Horned One. Skaven. Yes.
One advantage of not having enough units to pull off a proper chevron is that you don't have to watch me spending 8 hours getting the angles right.
Ready.
Okay, let's get some slingers up on either side.
Plague Claw catapult. For the Vermintide. Warlord.
Is that everyone? Oh yeah,
Tail slashers.
just make sure you're on standby.
Warlord.
Let's check the range of that solar engine. Okay, can fire to about there.
This way!
Let's bait some shots. Ooh, we are firing as well.
Submit to me!
Is the Bastillodon firing? No, it's just still moving. Interesting.
Breaky shriek!
Either it doesn't have an angle or it's actually being intelligent with its shots.
Over here! Clan advance! Die!
Okay, well the javelins are spending some of their ammo on him, so
Quick, go!
that's fine. Those are spear riders, which I actually really do not want to engage.
Comply, agree! Scamper, scurry!
Let's bring them into gun range. Or not, just fight him there. Okay, fine. You do you. Let's get some more support. Okay, he's tired. They're engaging the Bastillodon now, which they probably don't want to do just at the moment.
Rattling gun! Mighty warlord, me! Doomflayer! Quick! Warlord!
Okay, let's run these guys past.
Back underground!
Okay, focus down the main blob of enemy units with the artillery.
Great clans! CC!
Mess with the skinks.
Slayers! Good! Now, ready! Get to the lip! Flying claw catapult! Back on the ground! Fight! Doomflayer! Die!
Okay, we really do not want our lord dueling the Bastillodon.
Breaky shriek!
Apparently, it's not grown up big and strong enough for it yet. So if I could get you to leave.
This way! Rattling gun! Attack! What?
Haven't been using my rattling guns effectively this battle. Let's
Our tails yours!
get them positioned. Just gotta push them up.
Onward, fool! Rattling gun! Stand by! Will we obey? Council's command! Council's command! We move! What? Rise, claw catapult! Slaves them! Now! Ready now! Doomflayer! Attack! Charge! Rattling gun! Warlord! Good orders! Rattling gun!
Okay, let's have the rattlings bring down that Bastillodon. Preferably before the Bastillodon brings down our lord. Let's get the Doom Wheel back over to the actual fight. Okay, and they just took the army loss penalty. Let's get our lord out of the rattling lines of fire before he takes too much more health damage. There we go. Lots of work done by the Plague Claws there. They didn't attack my formation from the direction I would have liked, and I didn't reorient it. Mostly because I was too worried about the Bastillodon, and the Bastillodon did cause, like, it was fairly dangerous to our Lord and the flanker units that were engaging around it, but didn't actually use it. It actually tried to melee a bunch, didn't actually use its solar engine, which was what I was really worried about. So overall, not the worst outcome.
Mighty warlord am I.
Okay, this province is secure. We may lose Latlan shortly, which will adjust that situation.
What?
Okay, Skittis. Let's get you immortality. And that's all our lords moved. Let me just quickly check our recruit list. We actually don't want Grey Seers with... Oh, we can recruit Warlock Engineers. Fantastic. What's our capacity? 3? Okay, and the upkeep is 285. So I'm pretty sure I can afford to have one sniffing around. But for now, I'll leave it. We'll see a third trait generate. Hopefully I can get a disciplined one.
Watch your back, Tile.
Okay, Teotika has a settlement upgrade available. But first things first, can I get some public order there? Okay, cool. These are building upgrades which don't have as much return on investment. Oh, they have more now, actually. Southern Jungles. We're working on that. We'll wait until the thing kicks into effect. The commandment. For the Southern Red Rivers. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade Teotika Southern Jungles. No, Shifting Mangrove. And Zlatlan is about to rebel, which will potentially actually cause Krokkar more issues for now, so that might not necessarily be a bad thing. It was clearly calculated, clearly calculated. Do you want trade? Nope. Okay, can I... Oops, didn't mean to close the whole screen. Can I peace out with you?
I cannot extend a welcome to
Nope.
the likes of you.
How about you?
Behold, speak your poisoned words and
Nope. Sotek. You'll eventually peace out if you have nothing to gain from that war. Last defenders, I'm still fighting. Okay, onward we go. So that rebellion is actually Zlatlan, straight up Zlatlan rebellion. Oh, that's a hostile army landed near Serpent Coast. That's but yeah, this army is they're trying to re-establish Zlatlan. They are, however, hostile to Krokkar as well as me. So that's not necessarily...
It speaks is mine, mine.
a bad situation for me.
We go stalking.
Okay. Let's see. I'd be confident in my ability to take either of these armies.
Queek. Into Under Empire.
So what I'm gonna do is shuffle over and sit next to Slatlan. They may choose to intercept. Nope, they didn't. And so we have the garrison and Queek's army against anything. Then I may, I believe Queek has lightning strike. I may aim to pick off Krokgar's army and also potentially the rebellion army just for the experience, if I feel comfortable doing that. Bunch of other people declared war on each other. Cool. Okay, how far can you move and still ambush? You can move to about there. Oh, it's a shame I couldn't attack them this turn because they're on ambush starts. They have Sisters of Avalon already, which is incredibly dangerous. Well, hopefully we can catch them in ambush. You're still getting your Rattling guns. You should have them up by the time that guy gets on land. And I just want to check out that city and see if Last Defenders is doing anything else. Yeah, they're recruiting another army. Okay. Just gonna cycle out a Warlock Engineer. Just so we'll go going fishing for a good Warlock Engineer trait. Not diplomacy time yet. We've moved our people, but we need to check our buildings. Okay, so Teotika still building. This looks all in reasonable order. Capital Province still building. We'll be able to build warp lightning cannons soon. And I can queue some construction here. So assuming we can hold the Golden Tower, this will be really awesome to get the boost from at this point. So I'm gonna make a payment on that and save the rest of our money just in case something goes horrifically wrong. Can I peace out
You need me?
with
Speak
you?
your poisoned words.
No.
At your service. Barbaric monsters.
Understandable, you have Sisters of Avalon. Okay, piecing out with you. Has that changed the balance of power assessment?
How can I assist you? As we are not savages.
Nope.
Tyrion.
Northern is a lost cause. Last Defenders I'm still very much fighting. Actually, it wouldn't be the worst to get peace with. Nope, they don't want a peace. Okay. Right, let's see the intern. And you can probably see it has definitely been going faster. Okay, so he lifted the siege and he's backing off. Maybe he wants to come back after. Okay, so we're able to ambush this army with the settlement garrison as reinforcements. That's good. However, I have a hunch their archers will do a real number on us. I'll have to see what I can do. In my experience, whatever Sisters of Avalon shoot at, it dies. So we're gonna have to do our best not to give him a chance to shoot. Okay. Want to keep these with the you with the main group. Have spears along the sides. Group assignments. Okay, so I'll have the Doom Wheel and Doom Flayers on this side. Those are Reavers. And I'll just as the engagement starts happening, I'll need them to start messing with the enemy infantry. We'll position our rattling gunners right along here, and their job will be to hopefully make sure the Sisters of Avalon do not get a chance to shoot. It's pretty much the same applies to our Plague Claw catapults. Okay. I'm just gonna have our infantry along either side here. Give them a buffer. Hopefully they're not directly attacked, and I'll use the Lord to head off anything that charges directly for him. I may have the slingers actually attack from this side as well.
At once! Stop! Stop! Skype! Yes, yes!
And they're already tearing into us. Damn.
Die, die!
Okay, charging him into the Silver Helms just so that they don't charge the Rattlings.
I agree! Play power catapult! What orders?
Taking out most of their archers at least.
Now, yes! Clanrat spears! Kill them! Kill, yes!
Okay, we can switch our focus a little bit now.
Ready! Retreat! Retreat! Keep fight! Them die, die! For the Valentine! Murder, kill, kill!
Hell. Get those Rattlings back.
Retreat!
Get those clan rats in there.
Tail yours! Blade claw catapult! Warlord! What? Good orders! Get to the lip! Shriek! Clanrat spears! Hasten, hurry! For the Valentine! Our tail's yours!
Need to clear that Swordmasters of Hoeth group.
Stop at you!
We need these guys back here actually. Come on. Finish off those Swordmasters. Okay, these guys are all pulling back.
Advance retreat!
Relocate.
Your will! That's the stand! Fight back!
Okay, we need those
Spears!
archers gone.
Blade claw catapult! Hungry for the battle! Scamper forward! That's good!
Actually, where are you Doom Players? What are you doing? Spearmen, huh? Not great target view engage. Try and get back over here.
Voila! Rakate, rakata! Shriek,
Okay, try and recharge those spearmen, just get rid of them.
Brave, fierce Mimi.
That handmaiden's been giving us a lot of trouble.
Yes, yes, yes. We serve.
Let's try and route that spear and unit. Make sure those archers don't get a chance to recover.
Warlord. Raki Dada. Back underground. Doomwheel. Attack.
How are the guns doing? I haven't had a chance to do a whole lot with them. Let's get them up.
At once.
Okay, they've taken the army loss penalty. Not in the worst shape. I kind of put the slingers up to basically I wanted to take the damage on non-critical units. Okay, well we did a lot of damage to their Sisters of Avalon. Hopefully that sticks. We need more damage done to the Northern Sea Guards. Try and get rid of the mage.
Rattling gun. And stick up.
Try not to do too much damage to our own guns.
Then flee. Blade claw catapult. Bloody whiskers. Now, ready, now. Rattling gun. Moving. Slay, stabber. Doomwheel. The fight attacker. Slingers. Guide us, hold one.
Just make sure that mage doesn't make it out.
Ready, ready. Yes, master. Scurrying.
Okay,
Guide us, horn one.
don't think they'll be able to chase down that unit in the trees. So let's just take out the prince.
Run, case. Rattling gun.
Skittis, stop blocking the guns. Preferably, definitely don't block the guns by dying.
Ready, ready. Scream, Riccato, crack.
Probably should have made more use of the garrison units for a buffer, but oh well.
Clanrat spears.
That went a lot better than I was worried it might go.
Yes, fight. Kill.
Okay. Going to keep most of these units on just to keep them boxed in, then pull them back once the warlord shows up to do damage. Hopefully you can finish off that
Our tail's yours. March,
swordmaster unit over there.
fight, attack. Warlock. They run.
Actually, this guy can just walk over the other units, so... Okay, I think they're dead. Can we finish off this one-person Swordmasters of Hoeth unit? Come on. Oh, okay. Alright, we're in better shape than I expected. Doomwheel did actually a lot of work there. Doomflayers did not do as well as I had hoped. And guns did a fair bit of work too. inflicted a fair bit of damage to their most dangerous units. That's good. And I don't think any of our units actually got wiped out. Mostly by virtue of Skaven running away. But you know how it is. Our units are all intact. All 4 of their Sisters of Avalon units wiped out. The cavalry got a lot of kills, but cavalry on its own, next time I'll mince them with ease. Okay, that's a good situation. 4% replenishment isn't worth it. I'll take the food.
Mighty warlord, am I.
Okay, Cult of Sotek has done stuff. I've gotten yet another helmet. Skidus is doing well. Maida Storm is increasing public order. Got more units, more dangerous armies coming this way. Okay, and I can't see the composition of that army. So, it's going to be an interesting set of battles this turn. Let's start with hopefully the more straightforward one. You've got Lightning Strike. Are any of your units level 7 yet? The gunners are. Cool, in that case we should be getting Warp Smart before we get anything else. Will shoot up the performance of all our weapon teams, our artillery, and our vehicles as well. I really like Warp Smart. Surayon, we're in pretty bad shape. I feel like we can auto-resolve this, although there aren't any like super high value units at risk of getting wiped out, so I'll just run it. Yeah, we didn't lose anyone. It's just the artillery did all the work there, so there we go. Now, will you peace out?
We will crush you like the vermin you are.
I'll take that as a no.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes.
Actually, this guy's in striking distance of the Golden Tower. I need to be careful about that. It'd be nice if Skidus could get some Jezzails for dealing with those monsters, but we'll have to count on things as they are. Okay,
Certainly not.
what's that army look like? We've got a lot of Skaven slaves and some guns. Hopefully that's enough.
Hornet One watches me.
The game does not believe it's enough. Okay, Lothern Sea Guard, Shadow Warriors could cause us some issue, and then they're primarily spearmen, so it's a very low tier army.
Get out of my way.
I have confidence, but game doesn't believe me. I guess we'll see. Just need the Skaven slaves to tie him down long enough for our rattling gunners to do the work. Okay. We are on the offensive, but they will probably march forward on us if they're confident. Okay, an exceedingly approximate chevron
Yes, yes.
is what I'll do. Are we having some fun with rocks there?
Skaven slaves.
Um, Come on, gun teams, you've got a lot of work to do. Gonna march forward a little bit, so I can't put them back.
Warlord.
And you're just on foot, okay. Gonna need you to tangle up a lot of their units if you can manage it.
Skaven slaves. What? Very good, master. Clan advance.
Let's see if we can get off a fireball. They marching at all? No, they're not. I guess they know they have the range advantage. With the exception of this fireball. That was a decent landing. Okay, what range do the Northern Sea Guards have? 165. We'd need to close to 159. Well, at this rate, I'm just gonna make sure I can burn all of my fireballs.
Submit to me.
There's actually another potential approach to trying to negate a chunk of their advantage, because Northern Sea Guards are not particularly well spec'd for high armor units, and our Warlord is reasonably well armored. So, it may be running around attempting to absorb as many arrows as possible time. First things first, I'm going to lob a few more fireballs at him. Okay, they've got range on him now.
Over here. Quickly go.
Oh, Shadow Warriors, right. Well, I mean, if the Shadow Warriors want to burn their ammunition. Okay, they're advancing their army now. I think they've gotten a little sick of my shenanigans. But I mean, I'm gonna keep absorbing the ammunition if I can. Lob another fireball in there. Okay, our main force is taking damage now. Stuff's not in range of the rattling guns yet. Fortunately, these guys don't have shields. Fortunately, they don't strictly need them. Alright. They just have a lot of health. Let's get our Warlord in on these Shadow Warriors, except the Shadow Warriors are faster than the Warlord, so maybe not. More dancing it is. Just try and draw them away. Do what damage we can to that Spearman unit. How much speed? 34. That he's tired and he has to keep dodging ranged fire. I'll just keep drawing them away for now. Dividing their units is good for us. Let's mess with these Shadow Warriors a little bit.
Onward, fool! Guide us, horned one!
Okay, let's pull back a bit to make sure everything has a clear field of fire.
Warlord!
Warlord's no longer being actively targeted, let's run him around. Okay, let's try and recharge these spearmen if we can slip past that other group. And just have these guys cause as much trouble and soak up as much ammunition as possible.
Rinky shriek! Our tile's yours! Back underground!
Actually, probably should have compacted my units a bit more. My gunners are having a little trouble getting range on things at the edges.
This is yes! Murder, kill, kill!
Let's see how good that fireball gets it. I mean, it works, I think. Oh right, he's not a large unit, so he can deal those spearmen a bit.
Rattling your gun!
Take it. This rattling gunner may need to advance in a moment. Actually,
Skaven slaves!
just have these guys kind of
Die, die!
push up.
Warlord! Aye, ready! Yes, yes! Rattling your gun! Rakatajas! Now! Ready now!
Gun down those Shadow Warriors before they cause trouble if you can. We've exhausted most of their ammunition, which is good. Our ammo reserves are okay.
Warlord!
I don't know if they'll win us the battle though.
Clan rats! Scammer! Ready! Greed! Yes! Moving! Retreat!
Just get a bit more envelopment.
Rattling your gun!
Okay, let's pull you back. We can get some fire on the other side. Move you in to replace them.
Our tail's yours!
Okay, it's not doing great. Oh, apparently he's stuck.
Faster, study! Die!
Get some fire on him then. Recharge these spearmen. Tie him down if you can.
Nasty things, die!
Rattling gunners doing what they can.
Back in time!
Infantry formations just trying to... Actually, stop that prince. It's threatening our gunners. Stop that prince.
Rattling your gun! Stab!
Gunners, take out the prince if you can.
For the Vermintide! Kill!
Last group of clan rats.
Rattling gun!
Okay, we need you in a better flanking position.
What orders? Attack charge!
Let's try and shut down that prince. Except you keep entangling them with those spearmen.
Rattling your gun! Bloody whistles!
I think we've inflicted army loss. There we go. Got him down.
Skaven slaves! Murder! Kill!
Thank you very much for holding the line. Now go kill things.
Die! Rattling gun! Warlord! Slave stab!
think that spearman unit is wiped out. Let's get you up on this hill if we can. Don't think we have a whole lot of missile unit speed, so I can't chase them down as effectively with missile units. Don't think we're gonna get any of the remaining units. Still, it took a lot less damage than I expected. There we go, heroic victory. Rattling guns are pretty handy. And Skaven slaves may not be great units, but they meat shield better than you'd expect. They run away really easily and they can't really fight very well, but they can soak up a lot of damage and not die. They are exceedingly cost effective. Okay, we've done a number on that army, but it's still operational. However, we will have all our ammunition back should we engage again. 5% replenishment, probably not worth it. That item. You were just temporary, Lord, weren't you? Well. Okay, let's see if we can't finish him off. Still a straight battle. We're gonna have a lot less health to work with this time. Still, I want to shut them down before they get a chance to encamp or replenish. So let's do it. Our rattling guns are still in perfect shape and they still have full ammunition. Just need to give them a chance to do their work. The enemy is down to their prince, 4 units of spearmen and 5 units of assorted archers. All of which are hybrid melee. We want to be fighting on the open field.
Great clans, CC. Ready, ready. Rick-a-rack.
Somewhere like here.
Skaven slaves. Skaven, yes, yes. Guide us, hold one.
This is actually a terrible firing angle. I'll throw up the rough formation and then try and find a better spot. 'Cause they're in defilade there, so they can't see shit. That's the technical term. The other gun team's got a great firing line from the hill. In fact, what I may actually do yeah, in fact, that's what I'm going to attempt to do some hilltop work. I have had mixed success with this, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll just kind of point ourselves out at the hilltop a little bit. And where the hilltop hits flat ground. Actually, we'll use this, it's more elevated. Where the hilltop hits flat ground, we position our infantry. So that way, our missile units can see overhead. and shoot things.
Guide us, Horned One.
So yeah, if we look here, we can look over the Skaven, and we do have a direct line of sight to all our missile units. It's not always perfect, but it should work. And we'll lob some fireballs. It's a very jury-rigged army.
Run, guys. Escape forward.
Want to be very careful if I'm soaking up ammunition with this guy. Apologies for the background noise there.
Quick, fast.
He probably won't take that much damage from the arrows, but he could very well. We may need him to melee later, and that could hurt a fair bit more.
Move tails.
Let's see how this fireball lands. We've actually got a really good, got the reverse of the situation I set up on the other side, where, and this also works for missile units, it's just disadvantageous for your melee if they're fighting uphill, but you can also set up at the bottom of a hill, make sure your missile units have line of sight to units on the hill.
Yes, yes, yes.
Anyway, let's soak up some arrows, and if the previous battle was anything to go by, they will decide that they need to come fight us as they start running low on ammunition. That's actually not a great target for that. For the fireball, because of their loose formation. Okay, starting to pursue us. Just gonna keep wasting as much ammo as I can. Okay, let's run through the trees now. Am I not able to wheel them through the trees? Okay, we're properly engaged. Let's get you backwards a little bit. I want you to come around here and give the Skaven slaves a morale boost. Meanwhile, we'll tangle these people up in the trees.
Back underground. Our tail's yours. Great, great, yes.
Just have the melee hold position. Make sure we don't blob up around the enemies and obstruct the gunfire.
Move tails. Move, run. Yes, yes, moved.
How's our firing angle back here? Got it?
Once, master.
Got it.
Council's command.
Just mess with their archers as much as possible. Okay, we do not want those shadow warriors engaging our rattlings in melee. Move our warlord back in case we need him. Kill those spearmen, please. Okay, we can start moving that unit out. Okay, push on the prince then, since our missile units are busy elsewhere. Just come on, get that leadership boost in. Take out those spearmen.
slaves! Onwards! Shriek!
Fireball there. Archers.
Scarpa, go! Scamper forward!
Oop, stay out of the gunfire.
What? Scream Ricato crack! Rackata! Squeak! Back up the ground!
Okay. General's dead, excellent.
Our tail's yours!
Their archers outrange us, so our rattling guns will be at serious risk if we do want to push up on their archers. Which is why I am not doing so. Honestly, it would be better for me to burn my Skaven slaves' health, potentially. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do now is
Skaven slaves!
let the gunners clean out that Northern Sea Guard unit, and we'll just push up and melee the archers. You don't need to expend your ammunition.
Scallywags! Move tails!
Just make sure your leadership aura is in place. Will make the Skaven slaves more effective. What's their range at? Maybe about here. Once they're tied down in melee, I can try and get shots on them with the gunners if need be.
Brave, fierce men!
This is, I think, effectively creating a suboptimal situation for their archers. Yeah, that was a summoned unit. Expiring, that's fine.
Skaven slaves! Horned one, protect! Guide us, Horned one! Our tail's yours!
Okay, we win. That should be them wiped out. That was their second retreat. They have all cleaned out. We took a bunch of damage on our melee units and on the warlord, who is a melee unit. So that statement was redundant, but otherwise are in decent shape. I do like my rattling gunners, as long as you've got melee infantry to hold things in place. And you don't even necessarily need a
Eat them!
storm vermin, but storm vermin will hold much longer.
Grow stronger! All tails! Guide us, Horned one!
Okay, let's get you some extra replenishment
City,
and get
mine.
that public order back. I may use this guy for recruiting as well. Let's merge up those Skaven slaves, so we've got more room and taking up less upkeep. And I will consider I'll recruit more things there if it comes to it in the future. Okay, Queek, let's clean up this rebel army.
Slice and cut.
Got a good ambush. I spotted a last defender army as we were closing distance. I think that's Croc-Gar, so should aim to do this while staying in good shape. So I want to tangle in as little melee as possible. Let's clean them all out with the guns and artillery. Probably from here. Okay, let's get this lined up. Should be good fields of fire. Have storm vermin on standby in the trees. And on the other flank. And let me just get my artillery in position here. We'll put Queek over here in case he needs to intercept anything. And I think the Giselle should be... let me get them in a good formation first. It's hard to see the highlights to confirm what formation I have. Okay,
Now, ready now.
that should work.
A warp lightning cannon. Now, ready now. Die, die, die. Catapult. Now, yours.
That's a very satisfying line of rattling gunfire.
Die, die, die. Skaven, yes, yes.
Straight targeting into the middle of the blob. Let's have the Giselles focus down their Saurus.
Blade claw catapult.
Move Queek over in case he needs to engage their Saurus.
Council's command. Blade claw catapult. Nash, kill, kill. Our tail's yours. Move, move. Gunman.
Let's try not to take too much damage here. Come on, Queek.
Storm burning. Slay storm.
Okay, don't fire the artillery in there, we will damage our own units. Like that. Okay, minor storm vermin damage, pretty much okay. Let's see what cleanup we can do. We'll leave their old blood for now. Okay, let's pretty much leave the cleanup to the
Let's take heads. Stop.
ranged units then. Don't think we're catching any of the rest of that. Nice and clean for the most part. Lost a few storm vermin. Most of our friendly fire casualties were inflicted on summon clan rats, however. So, totally fine. That should wipe out most of the units, but the army will survive a bit longer, and Queek will hopefully be able to get a bit more experience out of that battle. Okay. I'll actually take that 8% replenishment because that fully tops up our all the losses we received.
Quick moves.
Okay, now we have a very tempting opportunity here because I believe we have walk range on Krokgar's army in march stance. Let me just confirm that before I do too much rash. Just need to angle so I can see through the trees. Does that line? Yep, that line's all yellow. So this army is not as much of a threat now. Krokgar's definitely a priority to remove. What level are the Storm Vermin? Any of them level 7 yet? No. So not worth taking the Storm Vermin thing. I'm just gonna disband the lower tier halberds, get our Council Guard in here. And we will go up to Public Order +2 in all provinces. Should be pretty handy.
More head skulls.
Okay,
Get the thing.
let's shut down Krokgar's army. That's gonna be quite the shutdown. The ambush is probably maybe giving me more credit than I deserve. I'm still gonna fight this out manually because I don't want to take too many casualties because there's another full Last Defenders stack roaming around. Let's aim to clean this up efficiently then. So we've got their Saurus Spears in front, Warriors, Red-Crested Skinks, and their Skirmishers and their Croxicores, somewhat dangerous in the back. Okay, let's get assignments done. Anti-large artillery, general purpose artillery. Storm Vermin are kind of distributed as I want already. Okay, we're kind of gonna sit this Giselle team here because they can fire with impunity. I'm probably taking a slightly more of a risk than I should with them doing that because of predatory senses. Yeah, actually, I'll move them in a bit. I'm not going to position them. I keep forgetting that the Saurus can spot stalking units or hidden units very easily. Okay, good gun range. Let's get a few Storm Vermin on this side. Main Storm Vermin force ready to intercept here. Just have Queek sit there. Okay. And how's the artillery angle? Actually, I probably want them right here. So they have good angle. Is that everyone? Oh yeah, the Giselles. It's actually going to be tricky to find the Giselles a spot to fire from where they can see things. Probably going to have to be here. Move it back a little so they have elevation. Actually no, they're going to need to go forward a bit. It's probably about the best I can manage. Let's get this started.
Our tail's yours. Walk cannon lightning. I'm now ready.
give these units time to reform.
Murder, kill, kill! Kill, kill! Die! Warlock desires! Great, great, yes!
You don't have angle? Hold. Okay, what buttons do I have? Go pex him, kindly.
Yes, yes, yes!
Get Dwarf Gouger, and let's get some melee defense in there.
That's the spad! Fight, fight! Back on the ground! Queek head taker! Yes, yes, yes! Queek unstoppable! Warlock desires! Strike, strike! Yes, yes! Glory for me! Guide us, onward! Screen Ricato Crack!
Okay, let's swing some of these ratlings around. Oh, we're done. Everyone hold fire, we don't need to finish him off. And we don't need any more friendly Plague Claw casualties. Okay, it's fairly light casualties on the Storm Vermin. Pretty reasonable. I forgot to pop Queek's heal at the end there to top him up, but oh well. That should be Krokgar's army fully cleaned up. Okay, and we can fully top up. Okay, we are out of movement and fully replenished. How are our Storm Vermin levels looking? Okay, nothing's quite up leveled yet. We can improve, but we've already kind of done Storm Vermin recruitment there. Get him Frenzy. Loyalty will be good. This is all kind of for later in time though. I do have quite a few clan rats sitting around, so I should take, and the casualty flashing will be good.
Challenge me!
Okay, what research can I work on? We've got protective gear. We can get some recruit rank and reload, or we can get. Okay, this is all for artillery and doom wheels, which I don't use a huge amount of. Weapon team recruit rank, handy, but not immediate priority. Skaven slaves can be handy, but again, not immediate priority. Recruitment cost. I do want to go down there eventually. They did rearrange a little bit of this tree. Anyway, that public order is probably worth it for now. Okay, let's reorient. Everyone used up all their move.
Guide us, Horned One!
Pretty much.
Now! What?
Okay, so Queek will need some heroes and another warp lightning cannon. Skidus will eventually need 2 more guns, 2 warp lightning cannons, and a bunch of storm vermin. Some of which can be transferred from Queek. Oh, and Jezzails. For now, maybe I should recruit some Jezzails. Maybe I don't want to spend now, though. Oh, yeah, you can do a thing. What's this agent up to? Those aren't good odds. But you need the levels. There we go. More assassinate. Okay, I can upgrade to a Serpendar. Let's take a look though. First things first, is it Kingdom? Nope, that's for later. Zlatlan is Southern Red Rivers. Yes. We need you up a growth tier so we can get that Gemma's building up. Golden Tower is building. We want those Rattling Warrens. I'll eventually repair Sotex Trail. We'll demolish this building and replace it with growth, however, first. So I don't want to swap out these buildings. In fact, let's cancel this and get the, let's demolish this for now, and get the gems in first, because we do still need money. We'll have Warp Lightning Cannon recruitment online shortly. Let's get your garrison up. Also gives us money, which is handy. Yes, I do want to upgrade that and get more build space. How about here? Yes, I do also want to upgrade that. Will I be tier 5ing this next turn? Not immediately. We don't need the growth right now, and I won't be constructing buildings for a couple of turns, so we can hold off on that for a moment. Okay, let's do diplomacy for a bit.
Can I offer assistance?
You still won't peace out? Nope. How about you? You literally have no army. Nope. Still want to fight. Last defenders, not happy with me, and Lordan will pretty much be at war with me forever. Okay. Yep, headed to the Golden Tower, pretty much as expected. And the Cult of Sotek is fighting another Skaven clan. You seriously gonna okay. And we are now being attacked by other people. Negative growth, that's fine. Okay, I can summon I can get another engineer for establishing things up. Oh yeah, I should develop Hexawaddle. So many things that need doing. Let's do recruitment checks before I forget though, because I do tend to forget. Nope. Let's cycle you out. These guys are no threat, but Queek can't really get anywhere else useful at the moment, so we may as well take the XP from this battle. Apparently lost 9 people. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. Oh, I want to be... Okay, he's... Alright, more casualty replenishment rate. And I've got 3 more levels on him, so... I do probably want that... I don't know, that loyalty doesn't seem that important. Neither does the Storm Vermin recruit rank. I probably do want Frenzy and Whip Smart 1, 2. Oh right, I can't get him to Renowned and Feared now. I've spent too much on other things. Okay. It seems... Okay, so we'll leave... make examples, so we'll do Frenzy. Don't need that. Don't really need that. It's okay. Frenzy, Whip Smart, and we've got one more. Actually, we've got 3 points left. How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, and 1 first. Actually, can I undo that? Okay. It's a shame to pass up Frenzy, but I should have considered that earlier. As it is now, it's not necessarily that important. He's still going to be an excellent duelist, I believe. Whip Smart is nice again, but okay, so we've got, I'll do the 3 levels in Quartermaster and Renowned and Feared, and that's gonna benefit the whole army, which is substantially more important, in my view at least. Anything else we can check on you, Queek? Bell Polishes can now go on pretty much everyone, which is neat, but I mean, which is neat, but not really what I'm looking for at the moment. Do we have better armor for you? Not really. What's the quest for that armor again? I'm accumulating. Oh yeah, 25,389. I'd better. I should ease up on spending just so I can do that quest then.
What now?
Okay. I kind of want to get rid of that settlement just so the last defenders stop bugging me from it. Okay. Queek starting to head out again. Now, this army is dangerous, and I don't know if I have enough here to shut it down, because I don't have Jezzails or Warp Lightning Cannons. Still gonna need another turn to get the gold. What I probably will do is actually cancel the Golden Tower, pull back, try and get a bit more replenishment. Can I? Basically, I need Queek's army to come and clean up. And I need to reinforce that army with Jezzails. I was gonna say that for the quest, but stuff's still happening. Okay, let's pull up, pull back. We'll let them take Golden Tower if they're so inclined. And we are going to recruit. Okay, so Skittis will go up to my standard 4 Rattling Guns. Needs 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, 3 Jezzails, or 2 Jezzails is fine as well.
I am Warlord.
So we can do 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, and we can do the full set of 3 Jezzails. And Storm Vermin would be handy, but are not currently critical. That's going to bump up our upkeep significantly, but hopefully it's worth it. I should do the Rite of Doom while I can. There we go. And we've done Hexawatl. What other rich regions are there? Go and look for some of the other rich regions around Ulthuan. probably don't want to go all the way to Nagaron just yet. Really should develop these further when I can. I think I can bump Hexwattle up to that. That'll get me a bit more money. And that's probably about as much as I should spend at the moment. I'll have you keep an eye up there, so I'll see if they start recruiting anything else. Not really worth upgrading that right at the moment. Golden Tower is probably going to get occupied. So, do you want to trade with us?
By horned rats.
Not at the moment.
How can I assist you? Approach.
How are you
but
feeling? You're
at
still
your
not
service.
great.
Speak your poisoned words.
You refuse to peace out no matter what. And you're not happy with us either. Okay. Probably wrap it up in a turn or two, but let's see what they do. Yeah, Golden Tower as expected. Not anything I can hold that with, really. They're gonna occupy it? Yes, they are. People fighting each other over across the ocean. Oh look, Toralasor's back. Okay, so immediate prerogative is to get Queek in there to deal with the big monster army. Can't get that far if I march even. Okay, it's gonna be underway to here. Just gonna have you continue keeping an eye on that. We may lose Serpent Coast as well. Not a huge deal. But Teotika is important, however. So what I am gonna do is have Skittis move up here. What's your ambush influence? Not great, but I'll keep him in ambush stance anyway. And maybe they do something stupid. At any rate, they're gonna have to come on land, and Skittis can ambush on the attack because Skaven. Skaven shenanigans. Let's skip that settlement upgrade. Sotek's trail is finally repaired. And not on the front lines right at the moment for once. Well, look at that later. Okay, we need you to head north. Okay, now let's review. Teotika, moderately under threat, but we are aiming to defend that, so let's build stuff. I could build this. Or we could build walls. I do love that Skaven walls also pay you respectably, kind of giving my paranoid ass an excuse to put walls everywhere. Okay. Gemstones coming online, that's the priority there. And growth coming online there. Let's get you upgraded. Serpent Coast we're expecting to lose. Tor Serpendar, you're still upgrading, that's fine. Southern Jungle still upgrading, no priority upgrades at the moment. Teotika. I do want to put in walls. It's expensive though. Screw it. Walls going in. Let's do...
I serve the king. Your kind are not worthy.
check.
You need me? Speak quickly.
Do you have an
The
army
Phoenix-
yet? Almost. You still hate my guts.
I will grant you the respect.
Okay, I'm still gets me that closes the whole window. Right, how are you feeling? If we
There's a
But
decollete.
I'm gonna see if we can play non-aggression. Nope, that's fine. How's the Dread Fleet feeling?
Choose your
How do you
words.
feel about trade?
Stand before
Nope. Fair enough, fair enough. It's our end turn then. Let's go. Someone's put down the Sword of Cain. Yes, yes, we're gonna lose that. Okay, they've come up on land.
You smell of fear.
You got dragged into a war with me by someone else and they're piecing out. I'll take the payment.
Queek will rend the
Okay, and we lost that settlement. It's fine. So, Queek. You march in, walking. How far can we get on march? Yeah, definitely still underway. Should be in range of the Golden Tower shortly. Let's try and remove some of their agents. No, I said their agents. Well, at least you leveled. What's their move range like next turn? Not quite enough to get to Teotika. And they have more Sisters of Avalon.
Our clan will rise.
Hopefully we ambush.
Good.
Nope. We do not have garrison assistance this time, so we've got 4 Sisters of Avalon, Shadow Warriors, Northern Sea Guards, Reavers. I think we can probably make this work.
Run.
Gonna be leaning very heavily on those Plague Claw catapults though. Okay. We are on the offensive. We do have the artillery advantage. Might do another high ground setup.
Come on.
There's not a whole lot of room for chevrons here.
Warlord. Doom wheel.
It's a shame we haven't had a chance to fully replenish as well. Replenishment here is not great. Okay.
Clanran spears. Our tail's yours. Our tail's yours.
Is there enough elevation there? Hopefully there's enough elevation. May not actually be enough. Let's try here. Okay. That will probably do. That's not ideal, but do what we can. Let's get a bunch of slingers in position too. I have a suspicion they're cavalry. I think they have cavalry. We'll try and slip by to our artillery, so I'll have intercepts there. and you kind of sit at the edge of the formation.
Warlord. Doomflayer.
Okay. So they are advancing towards us. Gonna send my vehicles around then. Hopefully we either catch their archers,
Clan rat spears.
or we get an opportunity to
Picking up. Quick.
just pull them apart and be able to engage them in smaller chunks. Sisters of Avalon, priority targets,
Now ready.
artillery range, fire.
Fight.
Okay. So they're actually sending Sisters of Avalon over after the
Yes.
vehicles. That's great for me.
Now, yes.
Gonna run them around the tree line and hopefully attack them. Damn, they've already gotten some substantial hits off apparently. Or maybe the unit was just beaten up to begin with and I didn't notice. That's also entirely valid possibility.
Sick. What orders? Murder, kill. Master skill. For the burning tide. Murder, kill. Doom wheel. Attack.
Hopefully those vehicles can hold up. I've had Sisters of Avalon handle cavalry charges with great efficacy before in melee. Granted that was with quite a few bonuses, but hey.
Slingers. Quick hammer.
Come on, let's get those gunners firing.
Rattling gun. Slide. Stab. Tail slashers. Moving. Yes. Retreat. Doom player. Die. Warlord. Tail slashers. Ready. Hasten, hurry.
I'll start advancing up and maybe threatening their archers if they keep just pelting us like that.
Quick hammer cut. Tail slashers. Clan rat spit. Slingers. We obey. One. Lay claw catapult. What orders? Rigor.
Okay, let's clean up those Sisters of Avalon.
Not my fault. Lord of Skaven blight.
You folks doing fine.
Yes, me.
Keep on removing them. How are our guns doing? Some obstructed fire. Probably okay. And they've had army loss inflicted. Excellent.
free!
Just clean up as much as we can. Does he have a healing thing I can pop? Nope. Okay. Alright, can we catch this? Probably not. Nope, okay. There we go. Heavy losses, but the artillery carried it still. And the guns did plenty of work as well. I don't know that I want to stay tangled with Tor-Lasor for much longer. None of their settlements are much good to me, and it will start getting painful if they keep sending these armies up. Hopefully they are willing to peace out. That said, they still have another army around.
Most masterful of masters.
Okay. What do you look like? You can take stand or die now. Excellent. Let's get some melee defense buffs up. They've still got one unit of Sisters of Avalon up. I don't think you have a great ambush chance. I'll order this though, since like none of the units that could get wiped out easily are super important. Yeah, clan rights and Skaven slaves. I will need to fit more units in a bit, so there we go. What level are your storm vermin? Oh, you don't have storm vermin, so no renowned and feared just yet. Actually, it would still be useful in some circumstances, but anyway, let's start getting you. Sorry, let's get you renowned and feared. This is probably going to be the last turn. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. By the way, still got a little more left to do. Okay, can they reach Teotika this turn? They potentially can, so I'll once get us close enough to reinforce. Although it's going to be tricky to hold.
Guide us, Horned One.
Okay, let's get you. Well, let's get these units up. If I can actually get them into Skidus's army, they could make all the difference.
You're in my optics.
You need to get going, and I should check my Warlock Engineer recruitment options, as well as my Warlord recruitment options. Nothing too interesting there. Let's cycle you out. Good construction. Teotika, I don't want to do any upgrades just yet. Still upgrading. Okay. We can save the rest of that. Let's talk diplomacy.
Lord of the
I just
Fields,
wiped out another
as
of
we
your
are not
armies. Do you want to
savages,
give up yet?
I
No,
don't
okay.
Can I offer assistance? As we are
You're
not
recruiting
savages.
yet another army. And you're actually willing to peace out. Although I want the Golden Tower back. Okay. That is going to be it for this week. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I very much appreciate the viewership. Hope you all had fun. Now, I should be streaming more of this at the same time next week. That is next Wednesday, the 25th of December at 0200 UTC. If you want that in your local time zone, you can look down below to my stream schedule widget. It should be the Wednesday slot should be converted to your local time zone. You can also see my other schedule stuff on that widget. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at 0100 UTC. We'll probably be doing more Deep Rock Galactic. Update 27 just landed, so we're getting some cool stuff. Well, mainly bug fixes on and cleanup after the last few big additions with machine events and so on, which I'm looking forward to trying. Just more endgame farming stuff. Very much looking forward to that. So hope to see you folks tomorrow if that interests you. You can also see my Twitter feed down below the stream as well. That's at DubiousPhysics on Twitter. I put stream updates and other announcements there. Feel free to follow me. You can also follow me right here on Twitch. There's a follow button, there's a notification bell to set up notices when I go live. It helps me out a bunch, so if you like what you see, please do follow. That pretty much wraps us up. Let me see if there's anyone I should be hosting. Nope, not that I am aware of. Okay. Once again, thank you very much everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you guys, next week with more Total War Warhammer 2. Hope to see you guys tomorrow with some Deep Rock, potentially. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch. Hope you all have a great rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. This is DubiousPhysics, signing off.